Hi, I'm Tara, and today I'm making miso soup. Here are all the ingredients I'll be using. I'm using a light-colored miso, ginger, garlic from my garden, green onions, mushrooms, kale also from the garden, bean sprouts, and extra firm tofu. First things first, I'll chop up all my ingredients. Now I know there are a lot of fancy gadgets you can buy to grate ginger, but they take a long time to clean, so my preference is to use a knife and to chop it very finely. Looking for a more gingery kick to your broth? Feel free to add a few big chunks. Just remember to fish them out before serving. Now I feel the same way about garlic. Any time saved using a garlic press or any other such gadget is completely obliterated when it comes time to clean the darn thing. Now I'm using 2 green onions, or scallions here, but feel free to use more and set some aside for garnish. Now this is probably the most boring type of mushroom I could have chosen, so feel free to be a bit more adventurous. But not too adventurous. This kale is from the garden, so the stalks are actually pretty tender, but for this soup I'm going to go ahead and remove them anyways. Then give it a rough chop and it's good to go. Remember to rinse the tofu thoroughly before using. Now this recipe only calls for half a brick, so I'll cover the other half with water and put it in the fridge. And hopefully I'll remember to use it within the next 2 or 3 days. Give the tofu a couple of good smacks, and we're ready to get cooking. Bring 4 cups of water to a boil, then reduce the heat to simmer and add the first few ingredients. Meanwhile, measure out 4 tablespoons of miso paste. Remember, the darker the paste, the more potent it is, so you may need to adjust as necessary. Add some warm water and whisk well. This will prevent the miso from clumping in the soup. You may want to use a bigger bowl though. Add the miso, kale, and tofu to the soup and simmer for another 5 minutes. Make sure to give it a good stir, as a lot of the miso paste will have sunk to the bottom. Top it all off with bean sprouts and enjoy. Overall, this recipe took under half an hour to make and made enough soup for 2 people. Still hungry? Check out some of my other videos for more delicious tofu recipes. See you next time!